The way the Solid Waste Department operates and bills customers is changing. In January, water customers will see a newly assessed fee, $5 for solid waste collection, even though that isn't full cost of garbage service.
We want to start out and recover a portion of the costs and then do gradual increases over time, and that just seems to be a better business model with respect to the citizens and having them properly budget for it and anticipate the increases over time. So we're just starting out a little bit smaller.
The new $5 fee will be assessed per container, but doesn't fully recoup the expenses of operating solid waste services, especially when the Middle Point landfill ceases operation.
Just rough numbers, it would cost about $12 per month per cart. When Middle Point closes, and we're saying around 2024, so in the next 6 years or so, when it closes, that cost is going to increase, and that $12 would be deficient at that time. So it's going to be somewhere between, I would say, $12 and $20 a month to cover costs.
Over time, the goal is for the city's solid waste operation to become a self-sustaining enterprise.
The way that the costs are covered right now is through the tax revenue that the city generates. So in effect, you've got commercial and industrial taxes that are subsidizing a service that is really designated only for residential properties. So a utility fee structure or user fee structure is really more equitable and fair because the people that are receiving the service are paying for that service.
The Murfreesboro City Council authorized the initial $5 fee back in 2016, but it took time for city administrators to develop a billing system that covered all solid waste customers, since 40% of solid waste customers are consolidated utility water customers.
So we really have kind of a split data set, a split customer database. So that's when we approach CUD and the fact that they've been billing stormwater services for us for so long, that's effectively the same data set that we would need them to bill for our solid waste fee.
CUD has more than 17,000 water customers who will be included in the solid waste fee billing. Murfreesboro Water Resources has approximately 20,000 customers. CUD is helping the city make sure all customers are billed for solid waste service.
Yes, they have done us a big service and collaborated with us, and I would say a very significant way. So we owe our gratitude to CUD for helping us bill for this utility fee. Again, the only water customers in CUD's territory that will see this fee, they will be Murfreesboro residents, and they will just be residential customers.
In October 2018, the City Council authorized the Solid Waste Department to hire Nashville-based Jackson Thornton CPA to study the full recovery cost of solid waste collection. The goal, to establish cost recovery when Middle Point landfill closes. The study analyzed expenses and revenue to determine cost over time in a pro forma.
So in certain years we've under-recovered. We haven't generated enough revenue to cover our costs. In other years we've over-recovered. But they've done that for us, and as you do that, as you develop these costs of service, then you can look into a pro forma, which is kind of a look into the future. You try to extrapolate out future revenue requirements. And when you look at those future revenue requirements, then you can create a rate design, a multi-year rate design to support generating the revenue to meet those future expenses. We know that the Middle Point landfill is closing. We know that we've got a certain fixed cost now, but those costs are going to go up.
The Solid Waste Department is also working on a new design criteria to help developers and design engineers design townhomes that can be served by solid waste vehicles.
We want to make sure that they design it properly, and if they don't design it properly, then they know that they would not qualify for those curbside collection services.
The Solid Waste Department will also study curbside recycling as a future option, but market conditions for recyclables are volatile. Future study and a different business model is required.
We are going through a campaign right now over the next month or so that we will be putting stickers on everybody's solid waste cart that will have the website address on there as well as the phone number to call for any solid waste customer service issues, whether it be a service delivery issue or a question on the solid waste fee.
If you have questions about solid waste billing and the pro forma, visit www.murfreesborotn.gov or call 615-893-3681.